Welcome back, guys. Let's head straight to the point of today's tutorial, which is on how to make this trendy draped sleeve dress. But before we continue, please tap the subscribe button right below your screen, tap the like button because that's like super important. Thank you. So guys, let's head straight to the point. But before I continue, to understand some of my tutorials, you are going to have to learn or know how to draft a few basic patterns. And for this one, the pattern you are going to be needing is a basic bodice pattern. If you don't know how to draft this, check out the video tutorial right on top of your screen. And also, once you learn how to draft the basic bodice pattern, you also need to learn how to fixing these darts for the bustier. So if you want to learn how to do that, there's also a video tutorial on how to draft a bustier pattern from scratch. You can also check that video tutorial out. So I'm not going to be starting from scratch here. I'm going to just go straight to what I'm planning to do. So yeah, for the dress is divided into two parts, that is the upper and the lower part. So now I'm going to start with the lower part of my dress. So for the lower part, we already know that it's a pencil skirt from the picture. So all you have to do then is to come right to the hem of your skirt right here, and then you go in by, let's say, maybe 2.5 if you want it like really fitted. Also, I have a tutorial on how to achieve that really fitted type of pencil skirt. You can also check this video tutorial right on top of your screen now. You can also check that out. So how to draft a waist snatched pencil skirt. So yeah, for this, I'm going to, all I did was go in by, I think I did 3 to 4, between 3 to 4 inches. So yeah, you go in by 3 inches or 3.5 inches from here. So I'm going to do just that now. And guys, please note that this pattern is a pattern for my miniature dress form. So I'm just going to illustrate how to do that, do everything I'm doing now on my miniature dress form. So this is a half scale pattern, so it's just my normal body measurements divided by 2, and that is what my half scale is. Although I mentioned going in by 3 inches here, I'm not going in on this pattern by 3 inches because it's a half scale, but on your own full scale pattern you need to go in by 3 inches. So whatever measurements I'll be marking on this, it will be something that is suited to this half scale. So on your pattern you go in by 3 inches at the hem here, then you connect straight back to your hip level. And then on my dress, I removed my darts. I didn't want any darts on my pattern because for the lace I used like a kind of crepe type of fabric. It's a stretchy fabric under my lace, so I took out my darts from the pattern. So all I have to do now is to just take out my darts. So I'll measure what I have here and take it out from the sides. So this is my dart taken out of my lower part, that is my skirt. So you can then, I'm going to cancel this out now. Now let's work on the upper part of our pattern, which is the bustier part. So now I'm going to draw in the bustier shape I want for my pattern. Like I said earlier, if you don't know how to draft a bustier pattern from scratch, please check out the video tutorial right on top of your screen to find out how. And this is my bustier pattern complete. So you can see that I have like 3 different types of darts on my bustier. So I have this one, I have this, and then I have this. I have this. So I have 3 darts. So for this one, this is the only one that I need to like add a little bit. I added 3 cm darts here. This is a side dart. So because of that side dart, you have to like add a 3 cm dart to the hem of your bustier to cover that, so that your bustier doesn't get too short. So you measure 3 cm down, and then you connect back to the middle here, and then you measure 3 cm down here, and then you connect also back to the middle right here. But I'm not going to do that right now. If you check out the video I talked about it, you see me doing that 3 cm covering for the side dart right on top of the pattern. But I'm not going to do that just here because I have to, so just so that you don't get confused when I have too many things on the pattern. But I'll do that later, and then I'll show you when I'm doing that. So now there is like a drape on my on the dress. Look at the picture, you see that there's a kind of drape on the dress. So if you have like a full adult size dress form, you don't have to do pattern drafting to get the drape. You can always drape it straight on top of your dress form, straight up when you're done sewing. But if you don't have a dress form, you have to like draw the pattern and get the drape, the shape of the drape and all on your pattern. So I'm going to do just that right now. So this is the shape I'm going to have. So you also know that once all you have to do now is to place another piece of paper under this and trace this out. But before you trace it, you know that you are placing this drape on your dress once you are done sewing. So by the time you are done sewing, all of these darts and everything here will be closed in. So now I have to represent that also on the drape. So I'm going to, let me use a pencil for that so you don't get confused. So I'm just going to already have the 3 cm that we have here. You have to mark it again on this part. You know, this part is the upper part. The 3 cm we took out earlier, this part only affects this lower part. So now I'm going to connect from here straight to this point here, and then I'll connect from here straight to this point here, so that once we trace this out, we will not have a dart again on the drape. I hope you understand what I just explained. So this is our new drape measurement. I'm going to highlight it. So for the drape, all you have to do is just go up by maybe half or 1 inch, and then locate where you want it here also. Then you draw the shape, and this goes from here down to my hip level. So this is the shape of my drape. So you place another piece of paper under this, and then you trace it out. So we don't need, once you trace it out, we don't need it anymore. Then I'm going to just trace it out now so we can move on to the next things. And this is it right here. I already traced it out. So yeah, so now what do? I'm going to separate the upper parts and the lower parts. So I'm going to separate the bustier from the lower pencil skirt. So I'm going to add like a little piece of paper here. Now I'm going to add the 3 cm down for the side darts. And that's that. So now all you have to do is to cut this out. This is my center front, this is my side front, and this is my side front. So but before we cut it all out, I'm going to transfer the side dart here to this waist dart here. So I'll try to transfer this also to this point here, just so that I can have more dart space on my bustier, and then it can lift the bust up more. So yeah. So now I've successfully transferred my side dart here. So all I have to do now is to cut the rest of this open. So I'm going to cut this side front out this way. I'll follow this line. Then for this part also, I'll cut this out this way, and then I'll cut my center front here, and then my center front right here. So yeah, this is it. Center front, side front, second side front. So remember to add a 1/4 inch allowance at the top here, and also do the same also here. Then you add your 1 inch allowance to the side also, and then ½ inch at the hem right here. So I'm just going to do all of that now, and then I'll show you the next pieces. So once you are done, you should have something like this. This is my center front, side front, side front. So I already added my allowance, quarter here, half beneath, 1 inch here. So yeah, and then the same here and here. So now all you have to do now is to place this on your fabric, and then you add ½ inch at the middle here to join the panels together. So you add ½ inch here, also ½ inch here, and then also ½ inch here. So for the back is just normal. There's no different thing I did on the back that is different from what I have in the tutorial I mentioned earlier. So just follow the tutorial, the Bustier pattern tutorial I mentioned earlier, to figure out how to draft the back. So if it's not on your screen, please check for the video link in the description box down below your screen. So yeah, I'm going to cut this out on my fabric right now, and then this is the lower part also. I'm going to cut my lower part also. I'll just add ½ inch right here at the middle. I'm going to cut this out, and then you can add like 1 inch. Okay, so if you want your skirt, like the lower, your full dress to cover, maybe you're wearing heels, if you want it to cover your heels, please add like maybe 4 to 5 inches to the length, or to your normal full length, measurement. So that's going to cover the heels. So just add that, and then that will be all. So for the front drape, just drawing your slash lines like I've done, and then I also added allowance, like 1 inch allowance round this. So yeah, now all I have to do now is to slash and spread it. So I'm going to place it straight up on my fabric, or you can decide to place it on your paper. If you don't, you can decide to place it on your paper if you want to try it out first, or you place it on your fabric, whichever one. So I'm going to slash and spread it out now on top of my fabric. So yeah. And this is what you're going to have for the drape. So I'm just going to take this out. So once you are done sewing your dress, you pleat this just like I've done before, and then you place it on top of your what's it called, your dress. So yeah, this is it spread out. Now this is my dress. All you have to do now is to iron interfacing for your bustier, and then you put in the boning and all of that. So if you want to know how to also put in your boning, your breast cups and all of that, please check out the video tutorial on top of your screen right now. So now I'm just going to join all of this together, and then I'll show you the next thing. So this is it. I'm going to drape it this way on top. So this is one side of it. Then I'm going to cross this over this way. This is my actual dress here. Now for the sleeve, just come to your come to your arms and do something like this. So you can you place your tape measure somewhere around here. You place your tape measure somewhere around here, and then you measure this way. So you extend how much you want your sleeve to drop. So for me, I want it like this. So then measure it all the way to the back, and that is it. I have 10 inches here, so the rest will be how much you want it to drop to the ground. So here, so I'm using 27 inches for this. So the sleeve will be 27 inches long, and then the wideness will be how you want it. Remember, we're also going to pleat this. So this is one, this is for one side of the sleeve, this is for the other side of the sleeve. So yeah, then what I did again was to cut interfacing the same size as this. So you cut your interfacing, you can use a collar stay, strong interfacing like this. So you use a collar stay, you iron it, make sure you know where your sleeve is going to stop at the back. So let's say the sleeve is going to stop at the back, like let's say it's 10 inches, it's going to stop at exactly 10 inches. Then you are going to have to cut a collar stay that will be also the same length as that. So you cut your collar stay here and it will stop here. Then you place your lining on top of this, and then you sew rounds just to keep the collar stay inside, just to keep your collar stay or interfacing inside like this. So I'm not going to do that for this because it's just like a prototype, just a sample I'm showing you for an illustration, but that is what I did for my actual outfit. So now all you have to do then, once you are done doing that, is to pleat it around here. So you pleat it here depending on how wide you want it, and then you pin down, and then you also come to the other end. So let's say this is where the sleeve is going to end at the back, so this sleeve also will extend this way. So the rest bit is going to drop normally, so it's going to drop normally like this. So I hope you understand what I just explained. So let me just split this one down, and that's that. So this is it. So to place this on this, you just place it on your dress. So you place this part here this way, and then you sew down by ½ inch round here. So once you are done sewing, it follows this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So this would come this way like this. So this is that 10 inches I marked earlier. So this comes to the back of your dress this way. So you sew down like this at the back. So yeah, so this is what it's going to, it's just going to drop at the back this way. So I hope you understand what I just did. So yeah, and this is the front. So the collar stay is what is going to make it stand. So I'm just going to do the same also for the other side, then I'll show you the final look of my dress. So once you are done, everything is basically, this is how everything is going to look. Please don't forget to tap the subscribe button, guys, tap the like button and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming tutorials when I post them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.